I always knew I was going to be rich. I don't think I ever doubted it for a minute.
This quote is not just about financial wealth. It's about a deeper certainty in yourself. It's easy to dismiss as arrogance, but what if it's something we all need? What if true success begins with an unshakable belief that you're capable, no matter the odds? The world will tell you otherwise, and life will test your resolve. But the real question is, do you believe in your own journey? When you know where you're headed, every setback is just a detour, not the end. The real wealth is in that faith you build in yourself, a kind of richness no one can take away.
The most important thing to do if you find yourself in a hole is to stop digging.
How often do we keep pushing forward simply because stopping feels like failure? But this quote reminds us that stopping isn't surrender, it's self-awareness. Sometimes we dig ourselves deeper, thinking persistence will solve everything. But the bravest thing we can do is to admit when we're stuck. It takes courage to pause, to reassess, to say, "This isn't working." Stopping doesn't mean giving up. It means recognizing that growth sometimes starts when we stop making the same mistakes. In a world that glorifies endless hustle, maybe the most revolutionary act is to pause and rethink.
Never invest in a business you can't understand.
This speaks not only to financial decisions, but also to how we invest our time, energy, and hearts. Life is filled with opportunities, but not all of them are meant for us. How often do we pour ourselves into things we don't fully grasp, hoping it will pay off? This is a reminder to slow down, to understand before you leap. Whether it's a job, a relationship, or a passion project, if you don't truly know what you're getting into, you're gambling with something far more precious than money, your time. And time, unlike money, can never be refunded.
Risk comes from not knowing what you're doing.
Think about the moments when life felt most uncertain. Was it because the situation was too risky, or because you felt unprepared? We fear risk because it feels uncontrollable, but Buffett reminds us that risk often stems from a lack of knowledge. The antidote isn't avoiding risk, it's understanding what you're stepping into. Life will always present the unknown, but if you equip yourself with the right knowledge and prepare, the risk transforms into opportunity. The real danger is in staying ignorant and hoping for the best.
Of the billionaires I have known, money just brings out the basic traits in them. If they were jerks before they had money, they're simply jerks with $1 billion.
Money amplifies who we already are. This is a profound truth that goes beyond wealth. Success, fame, power, they don't change us, they reveal us. If you're generous and kind, success will magnify your ability to give. If you're selfish or cruel, it will do the same. So before we chase external success, we should first ask ourselves, who am I without it? What traits do I want to magnify? The reality is that money doesn't buy character. It simply uncovers the person you've always been.
It's better to hang out with people better than you. Pick out associates whose behavior is better than yours, and you'll drift in that direction.
This quote is about the silent power of influence. We often underestimate how much the people around us shape our lives. The truth is, we rise or fall to the level of those we surround ourselves with. The real challenge isn't in choosing to be successful. It's in choosing the people who will push us to grow, to be better. It's easy to stay comfortable with those who don't challenge us. But growth happens when you surround yourself with people who make you feel slightly uncomfortable in your own complacency. Ask yourself, who are you drifting toward?
The most important investment you can make is in yourself.
We spend so much time investing in things, jobs, relationships, possessions, hoping they will bring us happiness or security. But the one investment that will never fail is the one you make in yourself. Your mind, your health, your growth. These are the assets that will carry you through life's unpredictability. The world can take away everything else, but no one can take away what you've invested in yourself. So what would happen if we spent as much time and energy developing our inner world as we do chasing external success?
One can best prepare themselves for the economic future by investing in your own education. If you study hard and learn at a young age, you will be in the best circumstances to secure your future.
Education isn't just about degrees and diplomas. It's about curiosity and lifelong learning. The world is changing faster than ever, and the best way to prepare for the future is to be adaptable, to be curious, to never stop learning. But more than just economic security, education is freedom. It gives you choices, it opens doors, it allows you to navigate the complexities of life with a little more clarity. So whether you're 18 or 80, the best way to secure your future is to stay curious and never stop asking questions.
It takes 20 years to build a reputation and 5 minutes to ruin it. If you think about that, you'll do things differently.
Reputation is fragile. It's the sum of years of effort, trust, and relationships. But the world we live in can sometimes make us feel like one impulsive decision won't matter. This quote serves as a powerful reminder that everything we do leaves a mark. In those moments of frustration or temptation, we have to pause and ask, is this worth undoing years of hard work? It's not about being perfect. It's about being mindful, knowing that every choice builds or destroys the legacy we leave behind.
What we learn from history is that people don't learn from history.
How often do we find ourselves repeating the same mistakes? Both personally and collectively, we often ignore the lessons of the past, thinking this time will be different. But history has a way of humbling us. This quote is a reminder that wisdom is not just in experiencing life, but in reflecting on it. We don't need to repeat the same mistakes to learn the same lessons. Sometimes the most valuable thing we can do is pause and learn from the past, not just our own, but from those who came before us.
The most important quality for an investor is temperament, not intellect.
In a world that celebrates intellect, this quote is a reminder that emotional intelligence often outweighs raw intellect. Whether in investing or in life, it's not always about being the smartest person in the room. It's about being steady, patient, and able to weather the storms without losing your center. Temperament allows you to stay grounded when things don't go your way. It's the ability to stay calm when others are panicking, to make decisions based on long-term vision rather than short-term emotions. In the end, success is as much about emotional control as it is about knowledge.